Hello and welcome to another edition of the Empathic Designer podcast. I'm your host Vaidishwaran. So I've had my fair share of trainings as a learning designer who designs training programs, as a certified trainer who delivers programs, and as a lifelong learner who attends training programs. In today's episode, I'm consolidating my experience to provide you with some pointers on delivering effective training programs. So let's get started. The first and foremost aspect of good facilitation is good communication. Be clear, direct, and precise in your presentations. Watch your pace and keep in mind that for most participants, these are new concepts that you're going to be talking about. It is a good idea to vary the tempo, inflection, and volume of your voice for better engagement. At the same time, it is important to know when to pause and when to remain silent. Remember that sensitive language that is adapted to the participants' culture and experience is extremely important, and be mindful of any comments or jokes that may be misinterpreted. Use language that is inclusive of all participants' experiences and backgrounds. This small yet significant aspect will make a world of difference for your learners and create a comfortable environment for your participants to learn. A good facilitator ensures that the audience is fully invested and engaged in the learning journey. This means that everyone should be encouraged and all participants must be allowed to express their ideas without the fear of criticism or prejudice. You can create such an environment by asking open-ended questions, helping participants build on and form relationships between each other's ideas, and you can also model a positive attitude by showing enthusiasm and appreciation for your participants' contributions. You can add an encouraging word when a shy participant offers an idea. Circulate throughout the room and make a connection with each participant. Last but definitely not the least, maintain control while remaining flexible. This means that you will need to watch the time and keep participants moving through the activities, but also remain open to adjusting the agenda if necessary. As we dive deep into the technical aspects of the presentation, it is important to avoid the use of jargons and acronyms, especially those non-standard acronyms. This is a major put-off for learners. When you're demonstrating your knowledge in the subject matter, oftentimes the best way to really do this is by relating it to your own experience when appropriate. We are natural storytellers and we learn best through stories, so use them. As you transition into the activities, ensure that you give clear instructions and answer any questions or clarifications from your participants. Ensure that you periodically ask participants if they have understood the questions. It is a good practice to repeat the questions that the participants ask to check for understanding and to allow other participants to hear the question and for the people who ask the questions to feel heard. When your learners participate in the conversation, reinforce what participants are saying and encourage others by input, by asking for their comments. And as I mentioned earlier, providing positive feedback with suggestions for improvement goes a long way in making your sessions engaging. One of the common challenges that facilitators face is time management. Either there is too little time or there is too much time in hand. Keep group activities on track and move on when the time is up. Consider using a timer, a visual timer if it's appropriate or required, with an audible sound so that participants know when it is time to stop an activity. Ensure that you keep discussions focused on the topic and provide gentle reminders to your participants about the time limits. You can keep the time limit by asking closed-end questions when necessary to keep the discussions focused on the topic. A good strategy with group discussions is to summarize the key points from the contributions. It is important to be aware of the energy lows that may occur in the group. For example, after lunch or late in the day, and adjust your energy level appropriately, and at the same time be aware of your energy dips as well and develop methods for keeping yourself energized. Oftentimes, you might also have to work with a moderator or a co-facilitator on your programs. During such instances, ensure that you clearly define each facilitator's roles and responsibilities before and during the program. When you're co-presenting, make it conversational so that the audience feel it's very seamless and the learning is much more effective. And of course, practice. This will help you learn each other's strengths and make for a more seamless presentation. Thanks a lot for tuning into this edition of the Empathic Designer podcast. If you like what you heard, go ahead and hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more great content. You can hit the bell icon for getting those regular updates from my channel, and do check out my other videos on this channel as well. Thank you and have a wonderful day.